Welcome back, I'm Sean, and I really enjoy a good ANC headphones, especially when I can get pretty good performance without shelling out thousands on flagship brands. And today we get just that, so let's check it out. So this headphones today was sent over to me by QCY for review, and this is not a sponsored post, and my review will be based on my honest and unbiased opinion. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel and ring the notification bell so you won't miss any future tech reviews. The QCY H3 follows the same trajectory as the Haylou S35 ANC that we've recently checked out, but comes in at a much cheaper price tag at only $28 or about 128 Malaysian ringgit. So if you're interested in what you see, definitely check out the links below. So I kind of got the same color styling here as the S35 ANC, and this is an off-white color design, and you can also get this in a more traditional black color. The styling you get here with this headphone is very similar and very familiar and very traditional ANC headphones design like the Sony XM3, XM4. It's a proven design, and for this price point, definitely nothing to complain about. The overall design here is very clean and very minimal. I think it's the standard design of headphones nowadays to have that clean Nordic design that doesn't try to scream brand so desperately. So underneath here is a leatherette foam, which is a basic density foam, which is pretty comfortable. You're not getting any memory foam here with this one. The headband here also stretches pretty nicely, but when I reach this stage, it does get a bit stiff, but anyway, this is pretty much a good size. With the headband, you're also going to get the basic internal clicking extension, and you're going to get about 10 different clicks here for each side to fit most head sizes. And moving down the ear cups, this is where you're going to see your first QCY branding on both sides. Very small and subtle on each side, leading down to the nice rotating and tilting ear cups here to nicely conform to your ear. And with the ear cups here, this is where you're gonna get a memory foam, not very dense and soft enough to give you comfort while molding to your head. And you also get the same protein leather wrapping here with the ear cups. And inside the ear cups, you're also gonna get your left and right indicator, and there is no in-ear sensor on these headphones. So all the controls you're gonna get is on the right side of the ear cups, and unlike the Haylou, there is no touch sensor on the ear cups for you to touch. So starting at the top here, you're gonna get a multi-function button. So this allows you to turn the headphones on or off. You get to play or pause your media and answer phone calls with this button as well. Double pressing the same button to enter or exit gaming mode, and triple press it for your assistant. Below that, this is your volume button, and you can press and hold each of it to skip tracks forwards and backwards. And if you press both buttons together for 10 seconds, it will reset your headphones to its factory setting. So below that, you get your standard affairs with the ports, one 3.5mm auxiliary port to use these headphones plugged in, but again, you will lose several features when using it like that, and also a Type-C charging port to charge up the headphones. Finally, you get an ANC button right over here to switch between the different ANC modes, and you can also turn on adaptive ANC by double pressing on this button, which is a pretty nice feature to activate using a physical button on a headphone. So battery life with these headphones is really impressive, and if you don't use ANC, and a full charge will give you about 70 hours of battery life, which is close to the crazy Transmart Apollo Q10 that we've checked out previously with 100 hours of battery life. And with ANC on, this is one of the worst hitting battery life, and you get 35 hours of battery, which is essentially half the battery life with ANC on. There's no quick charging found on these headphones, but a decent 10-minute charge should give you approximately 8 to 10 hours of battery without ANC, and charging the headphones from empty takes about 2 hours. So a comfortable volume starts at about 35%, which is honestly quite good volume for me. You can still use these headphones at very low volume, but for me 5% is actually not audible at all, so you start your volume at 10%. Moving towards the 60% mark feels loud, and anything above 70% should feel loud enough for most users, and anything above that really feels too loud for me. So if you like your headphones loud, then this headphone is definitely really good. So features on the H3 is also decently good, and you get a Bluetooth 5.3 chipset with support for the AAC and SBC codec, which works really well in streaming audio through Bluetooth. However, for many who takes notice about these headphones is the high-res audio badge that you get outside on the box. So please take note that this High-res audio does not mean you can stream high-res audio via Bluetooth because there isn't any high-res codecs on this chipset. So to activate the high-res audio, you really need to use this plugged in to a phone or a laptop with a sound card that supports high-res audio. So these are some considerations you need to take note before plugging it in and finding out that it isn't high-res audio. So there are no official water resistant rating provided by QCY for these headphones, but from my experience, sweating with these headphones or having light water splashes shouldn't be a problem for most headphones. Just make sure you wipe it dry when that happens. So note that in cable mode, there are a few things that won't work. So your ANC won't work, the controls doesn't work, and the mic doesn't work as well. So this is something to take note of. So there is also a nice 2-device multi-point connectivity on this headphone, so you can connect it to your computer or phone via Bluetooth and swap between them. It's really nice to see these features on a budget-friendly entry-level headphones. So you get a standard QCY app with the H3, and at the homepage here, this is where you're gonna see your black headphones and also the battery percentage of your headphones. Under the sound tab, you're gonna get 6 different EQs to choose from and also a 10-band equalizer to play around with to customize the headphones to your liking. Below that, you're gonna get your ANC controls, and under noise cancelling, this is where you get to choose between adaptive noise environment, commuting, and also indoor mode. And even for each of the modes, you get to choose between level 1 to 3, which is really quite customizable. And finally, you do get an anti-wind noise mode, which works really well. Below that is also a sound channel balance, so if you need different balance for your left and right ear cups. And under more setting, this is where you can remap your buttons for the volume up and down button as well as the MFB button. Honestly, the original buttons layout is already really good and I don't see the need to change it. Below that, you're also going to get the Find Your Headphones feature, a power off timer, a gaming mode, and also to update the firmware over the air. That's all the features you're going to get with the QCY app. So personally, I've always found ANC headphones to be less effective of an ANC compared to in-ear earbuds. With in-ear earbuds, you get the extra seal and makes it really silent. So with the H3, it's a similar story, and although the headphones ANC does a decent job in cancelling out noises in moderately loud places, at loud places or with very inconsistent noise levels, the headphones at best just lowers those sounds and doesn't seem to be able to cancel out loud noisy environments. With the low humming noise tests such as road noise, airplane cabin noise, it reduced the audio by about 60%, meaning you can still hear it come through even with music playing. Unless you blast your music really loud, then else you will still be hearing those noises. With the high-pitched chatters or human talking noises, it does pretty much the same thing, about 60% reduction in audio, and at a very noisy cafe. I think you can still use this and work, but you need to play your music slightly louder to really mask out those noises. So the transparency mode here is very good, very natural, and when wearing it, it feels like you have removed your headphones altogether. And do take note that if you have music playing, you still can't use transparency mode and still talk to people around you. With that, it's more respectful to just stop the music. Wind noise is controlled really well with these headphones, and even under my fan, I don't really hear buffering with this headphone as compared to the Haylou S35 ANC, which is pretty bad with wind noise. So with that, I'll rate these headphones a decent ANC performance of 7.2 out of 10. So sound quality of the H3 is very typical to QCY products, which is a good thing because you get a really good sound signature without needing to spend too much money. Again, because these headphones can be plugged in as a high-res audio headphones, let's take a look at it at both capacities. In Bluetooth profile mode, these headphones are your typical sounding QCY headphones quality, where you will get that nice bassy sound signature and the bass performance being a pretty prominent sound signature of these headphones. Sub-bass performance is really good. It is not the lowest rumbling headphones I've tested, but it provides a decent enough sub-bass rumble which is really satisfying. Mid-bass is decent, but with some songs you might hear it being a tad bit flat. Mids and highs is decent in the Bluetooth profile mode, and you do get clarity with these headphones, but you also notice that with the highs you sometimes get a little bit of messy sound signature. It's clear but doesn't have the separation you get from the high-end headphones. But in wired high-res modes, the signature here does change a bit, and this is where the bass is a lot more toned down and you're not going to get the same rumble, and overall performance becomes more like a monitor mode. So highs and mids becomes extremely clear in this case, and they become the most prominent signature and sounds absolutely beautiful. So depending on what you normally use your headphones for, do consider these points when choosing these headphones.
So this is a test to see if the QCY H3 is a good headphone for making phone calls. So this is me speaking in a relatively quiet environment, and this is a call quality that you can expect. So what I'm going to do now is to turn on a simulated background noise so you can hear a difference. So now there's a simulated background noise playing in the background, and this is the call quality that you can expect from these headphones. So what do you think of the call quality? Let me know in the comment section down below.
So the performance here with gaming mode is very similar to what I've tested with the S35 ANC, and even though you activate gaming mode, you're not going to get the fastest latency performance here. So you will still hear a slight delay with headphones when gaming, however using it for movies and videos is pretty good. Anyways, let's take a look at the latency performance of these headphones. So overall, a really decent performance, and it's nice to see an offering like that from QCY, who predominantly builds TWS earbuds, so it's definitely a refreshing release. Comparing this to the Haylou S35 ANC, I'll definitely sway towards this a little bit more, because although the Haylou is a similarly high-performing headphones, the volume via Bluetooth is a little too soft for my liking on the Haylou, and it's also a little bit more expensive. So that is it for this review. If you find this video helpful, smash that thumbs up button, share this video everywhere, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next video.